Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the daily market update. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do also click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. So on the daily market update, I bring you what is here, what I will take a review of. So on the daily market update, we take a review of what has happened in the previous trading day and what is yet to happen the next day. All right, that's the next trading day. All right, so if this is your first time, make sure you don't miss this. All right, because at the end of the day, you are really going to learn a lot. It's the daily market update that I share a lot of trading tips that is going to ensure that you improve so far as your trading skills is concerned. All right, but before we come into the chat, let's look at the news that is up for Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. So on Tuesday, we have the GFK Consumer Confidence for Germany for the month of March. We have Bank Austria Manufacturing PMI for the month of February for Austria. We have durable goods orders month over month for the month of January for USD. We have durable goods orders excluding transport month over month for the month of January for USD. Then we have durable goods excluding defense month over month for the month of January for USD. So these are the high impact news that you expect to see on the market going into the next trading day, that is Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. Now let's delve into the chart and see what is happening. All right, so as of Monday, we've seen price taking out what Friday's low. All right, and looking at how it stands, looking at how things are going, or looking at how price is reacting, price took out Friday's low, and then we've seen a closure above this low. All right, we've seen a closure above this low. So as it stands now, I'm expecting to see price continue to push to the upside. So at the moment, this becomes my lowest low for Monday. All right, and this becomes this right here. All right, this high becomes my highest high. So going into the next trading day, I'm expecting to see price push to the upside. This is what you are likely to see, because we have a high impact news coming up for the dollar index. If price should shoot to the upside, this is what will happen. All right, to make out for the low of the week, price will take out Monday's low, close above the low, then we see a push to the upside. All right, you see a push to the upside to take out this high as well as this high. All right, so I'll be expecting to see how the high impact news reacts in the market. But if we are to see price push to the upside, then definitely we take out Monday's low. I'll expect to see Monday's low taken out. You see a closure above Monday's low. That is where I'll begin to look for setups. All right, so dollar index, I'm still bullish. All right, I'm still bullish on the dollar index. So that is just that. And remember, and just for you to know, price is trading below what Sunday's open price or the weekly open price. So it is still ideal scenario to be looking for bullish prices on the dollar index. So that is just that for dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on the GBPUSD. So for GBPUSD, price is still trading between Friday's range. All right, price is still trading between Friday's range. But so far as bullish underlying index, then definitely I'll expect to see price move to the downside so far as GBPUSD is concerned. All right, so as it stands now, we have this high as the highest high for Monday. All right, so going into Tuesday, since we have a high impact news for the dollar index, if I'm bearish, that is what I'm expecting to see on the market though. I will expect to see price take out Monday's high. All right, close below the high, then I'll see a push to the downside. All right, so that is going to be my expectation so far as GBPUSD is concerned. Mind you, price is trading above Sunday's opening price, so the market is still ideal. It is still in an ideal situation to be looking out for bearish scenarios. But Don't forget that price is still trading within Friday's range. All right, and whenever it happens this way, you have to wait for price to take out either Friday's high or Friday's low before you delve into the market to look for a setup for the week. All right, that is something that you should consider, something that you should go with. All right, don't ever take this from me. All right, don't ever go into a setup whilst Friday's range high or low has not been attacked. Don't do it. All right, most traders miss this, or most traders don't consider this, but it is very, very important. All right, yeah. So always take note of the Friday's range, that is the previous daily low for Friday, and then the daily high, or the highest high for Friday. All right, yeah. So if I'm expecting to see price push to the downside, then I'll expect to see price push to the upside to take out Friday's high. All right, take out Friday's high, then I'll see a closure below it. All right, yes, so something like this. After taking out that high, I'll expect to see a swing high formation. Once the swing high formation is formed, I'll expect to see price closing below that high, then I'll see a push to the downside. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as GBPUSD is concerned. Let's go what is happening on AUDUSD. Yeah, so for AUDUSD, we've already seen price take out Friday's low. All right, price took out the low. Look at what happened. Price took out the low, and we saw a closure. All right, a closure just above it. All right, yes, we saw a closure. Then we saw an impulse move. So this is an impulse move. Right after the impulse move, we've seen a correction. Then we've seen price trying to push to the downside. And so going into the next trading day, I will expect to see price push a little bit up, and then we've seen price has given us a formation of a fair value gap right here. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm seeing, but this is a fair value gap. All right, yes. So if I'm expecting price to tap or to push to the downside, going into the next trading day, I will expect to see price push to the upside to tap into the fair value gap. Then I will expect to see a closure below the fair value gap. All right, take note of this. All right, if you spot a fair value gap so far as the downside is concerned, don't just expect to see price tap into the fair value gap. Expect that price will tap into the fair value gap and again close below it. There are certain scenarios where you would see price tap into the fair value gap, all right, but at the end of the day, price will close above the fair value gap. Once it does that, just know that price is setting up to push to the upside. All right, yes, so always make sure that if you're expecting to see price push to the downside, and of which you spot a fair value gap, don't just wait for price to tap into the fair value gap and then you put in the trade. All right, wait for the tap of the fair value gap, then expect a closure below the fair value gap before you take yourselves. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation for AUD. Let's go what's happening on USD CAD. Yeah, so this is USD CAD. So as it stands now, price has taken out Friday's high. All right, so we've seen price tap or run into that range again. Okay, so as it stands now, once I'm bullish on dollar index, then that means USD CAD I'm still bullish as well. So I'll expect to see price continue to push to the upside. All right, I'll expect to see price continue to push to the upside. Remember, we had a fair value gap right here, and price tapped a little bit into that fair value gap. Then we saw a push to the upside. All right, we had another fair value gap right here. Price tapped into it. Then we saw a little bit push. Then we've seen price coming back here again. All right, but the structure at the moment for USD CAD is bullish for me. All right, the structure is looking bullish for me already. This is a what? This is a bullish break. I don't know if you are seeing it. Yes. So that is a bullish breaker. So I'm expecting to see price push to the upside. If going into the next trading day we see price violating this bullish breaker, then I'll expect to see price close below it for me to be convinced that yes, we'll see a reversal. We're going to see a reversal of USDCAD, whereby we see price push to the downside. All right, but as it stands now, price is still trading above this breaker block right here. So I'll still expect to see price continue to push to the upside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as USDCAD is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for USDCAD. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. So for GBPJPY, for the whole month of February, we've had price pushing to the upside. We are in the last week of February. All right, and in most cases, whenever it happens this way, all right, whenever it happens this way, if we have price giving us one direction for the whole of a particular month, getting into the last week of the month, what normally happens is a reversal. All right, and that is what we are seeing on GBPJPY. All right, already we've taken out what? We've taken out Friday's high. And look at something here. After taking out that high, we've seen a closure below the high. All right, you've seen price after price taking out the high, you've seen price closing below the high. All right, you've seen price closing below the high. So as it stands now, I want to see price push to the downside. All right, I want to see price push to the downside. But for me to go on a long term, or let's say take a trade and hold it for like 2 or 3 days, I want to see Sunday's low. This is Sunday's low. All right, this is the low that was made on Sunday. I want to see price violate and then close below Sunday's low. Once I see that, and I want to see it with an impulse move. All right, I want to see it with an impulse move violation, taking out Sunday's low, and then I'll look for a further look up around this region right here. All right, then I'll just take an entry and look out for price pushing to the downside. Yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as GBPJPY is concerned. Yes, even though we've seen price traded above Friday's high and we've seen a closure below that high. All right, yes, we've seen a closure below that high. You can decide to take sales right away. All right, but for you to be able to be very confident in the trade, and then confirm whatever you need to confirm, you need to consider this low right here. All right, yes, you need to consider this low right here. So that is just that so far as GBPJPY is concerned. So, and price is trading above Sunday's opening price, and that is that gives us an ideal scenario to look for bearish movement, or to look for bearish setups. So that is just that for GBPJPY. Let's look at what is happening on AUDJPY. Yeah, so for AUDJPY, we're already seeing things happening in AUDJPY already. All right, yeah. So look at something here. Price took out Friday's low. All right, traded above it, closed. We saw a closure. All right, you saw a closure below below that low. Then you've seen price pushing to the downside. So we've taken out Friday's low, we've taken out Thursday's low. All right, and so as it stands now, I'm expecting to see AUDJPY continue to push to the downside. All right, yes, so we've taken out major lows right here. So going into the next trading day, I'll expect to see price push to the upside a little bit, then we see a push to the downside. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation. I'll be looking out for bearish prices so far as AUDJPY is concerned. Mind you, for the whole month of February, we're seeing AUDJPY pushing to the upside. All right, yes, I remember we took this trade in the VIP. Yeah, I really remember. That is, it gave us 137 pips, right? Yeah, so we've seen AUDJPY pushing to the upside the whole month of February. We are in the last week of the month of February, and so reversals is imminent. All right, reversals happens within the last month of within the last week of the month. All right, yes. So as it stands now, I expect the price push to the downside to close down or to bring the month to a close. So that is just that for AURJPY. Let's go this happen on gold. Yeah, so for gold, so far as I'm looking out for bullish prices on the dollar index. I will expect to see gold push to the downside. All right, but as it stands now, Friday's high is kept intact. All right, Friday's high. Let's take notes. This is Friday's high. Friday's high hasn't been attacked. Friday's low hasn't been attacked. All right, yeah. So at the moment, it's not recommended or it's not advisable to go into a trade now. All right, yes. If I'm expecting to see price push to the downside, then I have to wait for Friday's low to be taken out. All right, I have to wait for Friday's low to be taken out, and then a closure below Friday's low before I see price push to the downside, or before I begin to look forward for bearish setups or bearish scenarios. So that is just that for gold. Let's look at what is happening on NASDAQ. Yeah, so for NASDAQ, let me switch to the higher time frame. For NASDAQ, I normally utilize the higher time frame, that is the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so for NASDAQ, you've seen NASDAQ would push to the upside for some time now. As it stands now, I'm not really seeing clarity. All right, to be honest with you, I'm not really seeing things so clear on NASDAQ. So for NASDAQ, I can't really give you an expectation on NASDAQ at the moment. All right, yeah, so that is just that. Yeah, so that is just that for the daily market update. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do well to click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. If you want to join my swing trading room too, just look through the description box below. My Telegram ID is there. Click on it and then let's get in touch. All right, and then let me add you up, because I mean we are really doing a whole lot. Yesterday I posted in my Telegram community. All right, the link to my Telegram community is also in the description box. Just click on it and be part of it. I posted in my Telegram community. All right, I drew the attention to the fact that on the month of February alone, all right, on the month of February alone, we have bagged 426 pips on GBPUSD. All right, yes. So I was showing it to them. All right, all those streets were called out. I called all those streets in the VPI. Sorry, the VIP. All right, yeah. So this trade right here, and then this trade right here. Right, the first trade we took was 252 pips, and then the second trade to give us 174 pips. So for GBPJPY alone, we've bagged 427 pips. All right, yes, so that should tell you how things are going so far as the VIP page is concerned, or the swing trading room is concerned. You wouldn't want to miss out. All right, I wonder how many VIP pages can give you what I'm giving on my VIP, in my VIP. All right, yeah, so don't miss out. Just join the train and let's bag the pips. Let's get the bag. Let's get the dollars together. All right, yeah, so that is just that. I'll come your way again another time. Peace.